Here's our first example that involves actual trigonometry. We're going to prove this statement that the left side equals the right side. And again, we got to choose one side to start with. I usually choose the side that's most complicated. It tends to be the left-hand side. So in this case, I'm going to use that left-hand side. I'm going to start a series of steps from here. Now notice that in my title it says we're going to use FOIL with a sine cosine change. So we are going to distribute in this case, and that's what my first step is going to be, is just to distribute this cosine to each of those terms. So that's going to look like we're just doing one step at a time. So it's going to be cosine times tangent plus cosine times sine times cotangent. So there's a lot of stuff going on in there to start with, but the next step is going to make it a little bit simpler once I get some things kind of canceled out. So I'm going to take the tangent and the cotangent. I'm going to replace those with their making the sine cosine change. I want to get those in terms of sines and cosines so I can cancel some things out. So I'm going to change the tangent into sine over cosine, and then I'm going to change the cotangent into cosine over sine. And remember, you can get these facts from your trig identity sheet. These are the quotient properties from those. Now, you don't have to show the striking out of these, but you can, at this point, we can cancel some things out. We can cancel out cosines, and we can also over here cancel out sine, one on top, one on bottom there. That leaves us with sine plus cosine of x times cosine of x once everything else is kind of cleared away. And so we look back up at the beginning and notice that this is what we're trying to prove. We're almost there. We just have to say that cosine times cosine is cosine squared. So here's our final step, is saying just finishing it up to finally get to that right-hand side.